Why are women furious with passport bros? They said, guys, we don't like you. Guys, we don't want you. Men are like, cool, I got you. I'm out. And now they're angry. They're complaining on social media that they can't get dates, and they're angry at men for leaving Western society behind. Why are women so angry at the men that they didn't want for doing exactly what these men told them to do, leave them alone, and are now even doing them one better and simply leaving the country entirely? And what does that mean for women going forward? We'll talk about all of that today. So watch it end this video to have all of those questions answered. Also, don't forget to check out S to the B, aka Soraya. Her channel will be linked in the description of the video, so that you can go check her out and support her. Guys, don't forget to follow so far on Rumble. Our Rumble will be linked in the description of the video. And don't let them convince you that you will own nothing and be happy. Check out Angry's Crypto Academy to learn how to buy, sell, and trade crypto and make massive profit. It's also linked in the description of the video. You can also scan the QR code on the screen to go to the Academy. Like the video by hitting the like button, turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again, and subscribe if you already haven't to help push us out into the YouTube algorithm. And now let's begin.
Today we have this woman right here who seems to know it all when it comes to a passport bro, and in her opinion, or should I say according to her research, a passport bro is a man that 1. Is not wanted by any American woman, 2. Has no more dating options left in the US, 3. Is financially completely unstable, 4. Has no self-esteem, and that's why he has to leave the US to go to another country in order to find a woman who is not educated, doesn't speak any English, and on top of that probably is deaf, dumb, and blind. But I've said enough. We should let her explain the rest, and you let me know what you think in the comment section. But before we get into today's video, I would like to say thank you all so much for your amazing, positive response to my latest videos, not only the last video, even the one before I have posted, because I really enjoy reading your comments. You guys are supporting each other, you guys are cracking jokes, you guys are telling the truth, and this is why I just love this community so much. So thank you so much for that. Okay, I truly said enough. I showed you my appreciation. Let's dive into the video, guys.
I love it when a passport bro tells me that I'm jealous that American men are leaving the United States and not looking at American women, because the ones that are leaving the United States to go find themselves a bride overseas are exactly the ones that we never wanted. I mean, and it's really obvious here. There's two really big things that stick out. It's like the emperor's not wearing clothes. Number one, you mean to tell me, sir, you have exhausted all of your dating options, which forces you to go overseas to seek a bride who really is only interested in your American dollars? It's really that bad? You got nothing?
Guys, I want to start this video off by saying that her username on TikTok is fashionably divorced. So are we actually surprised that she has this type of mindset? Her own husband, or should I say ex-husband, is probably one passport bro who has decided to leave the US because maybe this one just was snagging his head off all day long.
You know, guys, here's the interesting thing. Right now, and I've said this already, red pill knowledge is no longer enough. Red pill opens your eyes to the true nature of the world. Black pill shows you just how dark it truly is. And once you stop trying to, view things from a lens as a man, like, oh, women have to be logical, women have to be rational, women have to be reasonable. I'm going to find myself a logical, rational woman. It doesn't work like that. Men and women are different. Women process things through emotions. They reason using emotions, and men reason using facts. The things that, what actually brings a man to tears? When everything no longer makes sense, when he's trying to rationalize and apply logic, and no matter the reasoning, the facts, it's just not working out. No matter how hard he works, no matter how much he tries to rationalize using facts, his facts are still failing him in the face of the reality around him. That's when a man breaks down into tears. Women break down into tears when their emotions tell them to, when their emotions are basically affecting them, when they break down into tears based on emotional responses, based on how they're feeling. solely wherever the wind blows, her emotions will go. That's not to say that you should disrespect how a woman feels. It's not to say that you should downplay a woman's emotions, but it's understanding that women operate entirely based around emotions. Their logic, their sense of reasoning is completely guided through a lens of emotions, while a man's logic and reasoning are guided through a lens of facts. Women are guided by feelings, men are guided by facts. And that's a profound thing that people have to understand. Well, you have to understand also that hypergamy is ruthless. It's a ruthless thing. Women are hypergamous by nature. They even when they are married, they will continue trying to seek out the best genes possible for the purpose of reproduction and value. This is the reason why so many women have work husbands. Okay, they're married, but they have work husbands because they're always looking to trade up. It just never ends. That's another reason why when a woman turns 40, she could be the perfect wife for 20 years, and then she turns 40 and suddenly she's now desperate for attention, validation, and to trade up, because that is hypergamy kicking in right there. Because now she's 40 and she's no longer getting the same kind of attention that she once got. So that's telling her she needs to change it up because something is wrong. It's not about being happy with what you have. It's about always wanting more. And men have to be conscious aware of that. As men, our lives are always going to be hard. Men who tell you my life has been wonderful, blah blah blah. A lot of those are baby boomers, or men who basically got lucky in life, and they're just trying to gaslight you, and they're trying to convince you that because your life is hard, that means you failed in every way possible. Don't listen to these people. These people are manipulative jokers. They don't like you. They're not aligned with reality. They're basically SLAVE catchers. Okay, they're trying to bring you back and gaslight you. Don't listen to them because they don't mean you well, they mean you destruction.
What do you think? And for two, I don't even know where she would find the reason for why men would complain. Men do not have the tendency to make women jealous, for one. For two, men who decided to leave the US, they're not looking back to figure out how these women who I left in America are feeling about it. And I also want to address that, of course, not all Americans are horrible. There are amazing women out there with amazing husbands just living a great life, and I support that. More power to you guys. But there are some men who just decide to leave the US. Why not let them leave? Why not let them find a way to do better for themselves? And these women are always online talking about that. They don't care. They don't care. If there's something that I do not care about, I will not waste my time, sit down and make a video about it. So
Yeah, see, women operate differently, and a lot of women seem to struggle to understand why other women are behaving this way because men and women process reasoning differently. A lot of women don't develop cognitively as they get older. It's basically like their emotional maturity just stops at age 12. And just so you know, this is the video you're watching right now. I actually left a comment earlier, and I think that it's relevant here to share the comment with you that I left on this video that you're watching right now. And I said, kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants. And of course, Mr. Rye responded, exactly, what's good, angry, great to see you here. And the thing is, guys, we are kings. We are kings. Society cannot survive without us. Society needs us to keep on going. Okay? So the thing is that we should not concern ourselves with the opinions of people who do not like us, said they don't want us, and ironically cannot survive without us. Okay? Hot girl summer is over. Broke girl winter has arrived.
it's really just telling us that these women do care, because you know why? They don't have the option to go nowhere. They do not have the option to grab their passport, grab their belongings, relocate to another continent to find a man, because those men are not looking for any modern Western women who are in their mid 30s.
Y'all know what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy story. Crazy thing. While we're on topic of passports, so I ordered my passport like 3 weeks ago. I ordered it like 3 weeks ago. It had expired. I was planning to, get it done, and I was waiting. I was waiting for it to right around the period of its expiration to get it done. And I went and I basically, did it a few weeks after it expired, like 2 weeks after it expired, somewhere around there. And I ordered it like 3 weeks ago. And usually I did it online, so they did not have the expedited option available. So when you do it online, it takes when you do it online, You will usually get it within 4 to 6 weeks. Bro, my passport arrived today. It literally just took 3 weeks of processing. I'm not gonna say that happens for everyone because like I'm basically a part of the Trusted Traveler program, so that might have played a role in it. That probably did, but the fact is, I got my passport renewed. Okay, got my passport renewed. Not playing games. I keep on telling y'all, have your passport ready. All right, you can do it online. You know how I did it? I went out. I literally went, found a place that does digital photos, does physical and digital photos. Went there, got my photos taken, got the physical and digitals. Went online, submitted the application online, uploaded the photos online, and within 3 weeks, paid the fee. It was like, I don't know if it was like there's like a little over $100, I think. Paid the fee, maybe it was 150, somewhere like something like that. Paid the fee. 3 weeks later, got my passport. Okay, I'm not playing games. I'm not playing games. And I made sure, and like I said, I had just renewed my Trusted Traveler. So basically, that allows me to get out of the U.S. quickly, come in quickly. And like you guys. I live that life. I live that life. Even though, listen to me, I have real ID. Some of y'all are still kicking it around with that old ID. I have real ID, so that allows me to board planes with just my driver's license in the United States. I have my Trusted Traveler card, so I can travel in and out of the U.S. and get in and out of the U.S. border crossings very, very quickly, faster than everyone else. I'm not boasting, but I do what I have to do to get my business taken care of, and I did not wait. All right, I gave it 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie, I did give it like 2 weeks after it expired to go and get everything taken care of. I was just struggling to get to the post. Well, I didn't do it at the post office, although I did check at the post office, but it was a little bit of a struggle. I still got it done, and I'm still like, yeah, I could have done it faster. Should have got it done a little faster. After it expired, I waited 2 weeks, but I still got it done, and I got my passport within 3 weeks. All right, I did it 2 weeks ago. I did it at the beginning of November, of September, not even the very beginning of September, and I already have my passport. And actually, as I do the math now, that wasn't exactly. Yeah, I'm wrong. That wasn't 2 weeks ago. That wasn't 3 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. Damn, bro. Because yeah. Well, no, it's a little over 3 weeks. It's about 3 weeks. A little over 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, because for some reason I just thought today was the 21st. It's actually the 27th at the time of recording the video. I don't know why I just thought that today was the 21st. It was about 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, have my passport. I'm good, and I recommend everyone go out and do it. Hurry up, get your passport, get expedited travel, get your expedited traveler, your Century or World Pass, whatever. Get on that because you never know when you need to pick up and go. Y'all think it's a game. You look at the state of America. You need to have a set. And that's another thing you need to do. You need to have a second. You need to have a second passport. Okay. I have two passports. I technically qualify for two passports at this point. I'm trying to add a third. Trying to add a third passport, y'all. Third passport. Okay? So that I can jump around to multiple different countries. You need to be real. Be real with yourself. Okay? Because hard times are here. Another thing is you should always have some money tucked away in crypto because that will grow over time. And if something goes downhill and you need to move, even if you cannot access your bank account, you can access your crypto as long as you have your private keys or you have it stored, let's say, on Coinbase or wherever. I'm not saying you should keep everything stored on Coinbase or an exchange, but as long as you have your funds in a wallet, okay, and you have your private keys, you will have money. No matter where you go, you will have money. You will be able to survive. It may take a little bit of work, but you will be able to survive and use your crypto virtually any country in the world. Most countries, you'll be able to convert Bitcoin or whatever to cash and live and survive. Those of you that are like, I'm not going anywhere, even if you are not planning to go anywhere, Even if you can't leave America, I understand. You're like, there's no way I can leave America. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do anything angry. There's nowhere I can go. It doesn't matter. All right. Even if you're older than me, it doesn't matter because I'm still wiser than you. If you hate to hear it like that, but if you don't understand the importance of having a passport, even if you don't plan to use it, I'm wiser than you are. When I was younger, a friend of mine, so there was something wrong with my car, and he told me to pop the trunk, and I popped the trunk. He's like, he goes, where are your tools? And I'm like, I don't have any tools. I don't know how to use them. And he goes, listen to me. Even if you don't have tools, always have them. Always have tools in your trunk. Even if you don't know how to use them, always have tools. And you know what's crazy? As I've gotten older, I experienced it for myself, where now I have to fix things. There are things around the house I need to fix, and I have to have tools around, and a variety of different tools. Even if you don't know how to use them, guess what? You're going to learn. When crap hits the fan, you're going to learn. And sometimes, even if you don't know how to use them, another man knows how to use them. And he can walk into your house and say, where's your tools? And you just point him to the damn toolbox, and he gets to work. Always have tools. And the reason why I share that story with you is because a passport is a tool. It is a tool to facilitate departure. You may not think you ever need it. You may not think you will never ever need it. But it's stupid to think that way. Always be prepared. Always have your passport. Always have some crypto ready and waiting. Always have an emergency fund. It doesn't matter if it's a large amount. Doesn't matter if it's a larger amount, a small amount. Always have a small emergency fund. Have an emergency fund at home. Could be a couple $100. It could be a couple $1,000. Have an emergency fund at home. Have an emergency fund at home. Have an emergency crypto fund. Emergency cash fund at home. Emergency cash fund in the bank. It doesn't matter how much. Have emergency funds spread out. Have funds spread out in different places as well. So that if one thing is blocked, another path is open. Don't keep all of your eggs in one basket. It's a warning. And it may be hard for a lot of you to hear it, but you need to hear it because hard times are here. In a world pushing you to own nothing and be happy, crypto is your key to survival. Join Angry's Crypto Academy to master buying, selling, and trading crypto. Make huge profits and safeguard your wealth. Plus, discover the one crypto virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. The link is in the description of the video below. Go check it out now.
Mid 40s trying to find a husband. They're not checking for these women, and that's what's making them upset. But yet, here she goes talking down on a man who decides to do better for himself.
Not bad, you got nothing. Because women, they have options every day. That is the case for all women. All women have options because women are always going to be desired by men. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
She really has a nerve to be talking.
I've heard this many times before. And this is something that women constantly repeat to themselves. Women will always be desired by men. It's just the way that the cookie crumbles. It's a form of harsh narcissism. It's a form of refusing to accept reality. It's a disrespectful, it's a downright conceited and evil way of viewing things, kind of like, we will always be better than you, we will always be more desired than you, we will always have this power. It's kind of like they're just daring you to walk away, basically telling you you will always be beneath us. All right, without using those exact words. And let me tell you something. I said this already, and I'll say it again. God allowed women, the people. You look at the golden calf, and basically what they've done is they've taken the V, they've dipped it in gold, and they've said, worship me. And God will allow the wicked, God will allow the false idols to go up to to reach the highest mountain so that they can fall from the highest peak. But I've said that before. I've talked about this before. For years now, I've called it the great humiliation is coming. And so many of them are going to experience it where they are going to fall from the highest peak. And when they arrive back on earth, they are going to be shocked what it means to be a human being, what it means to not have men to subsidize you anymore or bail you out of every bad decision that you make. The future for them is hot girl summer is over, broke girl winter is here. So of course they're furious at passport kings because they know what's happening, but they will never acknowledge it. They don't know how to be kind. They don't know how to get a man using they don't know how to get a man using sugar and spice. No, it's basically like fire and brimstone, or just really mean and nasty tactics because they've been conditioned to believe that men will always want them. Guys, let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Definitely go and check out Soraya. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.